Look at this fucking dead ass. Ooh, look at its eye. Oh my god, its eye is fucking horrifying. Jeez. We are outside of the squandered mine today, and today we're going to be traveling probably slightly north and then going to Fort Naso. North, maybe a little bit northeast, probably just straight. Well, yeah, we'll go north. I mean, there's not going to be anything over there, but you never know. Yeah, if we can't see anything, okay. Fort Naso. Let me just check to make sure that this isn't related to any quests. I would be pretty surprised if it is. I'll do that once I get closer to the place, though. I would be highly surprised that if it is, since it was added to our quest, added as a quest or as a map marker. Jesus fuck. You know, from asking from rumors, which I don't think has ever led to an actual quest in this game. I didn't take your soul. That's right. That was pretty stupid of me. Alright, that's unfortunate. Fort Naso. Alright, as suspected, this place is not related to any quests. No sir. Yeah, give me your soul. That's one extra hit on the wabs. Gotta refill that wabs. Alright. Anything good over here? Probably not. Probably not. I feel like this place is meant to be a very entry-level location that we are finally visiting after many a century. It's been like 2 years in game time and probably like fucking 5 years in real life time, which is pretty fucking horrifying. I mean, no, it has been 5 years. It's been... Ooh, I don't even know how long it's been, though. Since the first Oblivion episode. Ooh, it was a long time ago, though. That's all I want to say. If you want to know just how long ago the first Oblivion video was, well, you'll just have to go back and watch the first Oblivion video that I released. I'm sure it's not as long as some other people have been playing their playthroughs. I mean, how long can you really drag one playthrough out, you know? I mean, mine's gone on for, ooh, fuck, for several years now. But, you know, I feel like you can't go too much past that. Once you complete everything that there is to complete in the game, there ain't really a whole lot else to do. It's not like you're gonna fucking, what are you gonna do? You're gonna go back and explore all the same locations? Hell no. Kidding me? As soon as I complete that last quest or explore that last location, I am done with this fucking game. I love this game and all. I have played so much Oblivion. It is horrifying. It's funny. Every time I see Tommy, he's always making fun of me for still, after all these ages, still. I have to take that. I have to take it. They're just so fucking rare. He still makes fun of me to this day. And I mean, and what I mean by, oh shit, you're a vampire, so what I mean by to this day is to the day of me recording this, which is very far in advance from when it's actually being released. I am, I'll just say I'm very proactive in doing that. I don't even know what time this is being, no, I think this is, if I had to guess, right now this video is being released, I'm going to say about a year from now. It's October for me right now. Of 2021. This video, I think, is probably coming out somewhere about October of 2020. Sorry, I'm recording this in 2022. 2022. I think this video is coming out in 2020. Well, I know it's coming out in 2023. So it's probably. Ah, fuck. Oh, I need to. God damn! Can you stop fucking running around me? So I'm probably recording this a full year early. Hopefully, by the time this comes out, you know, Elder Scrolls 6. I've been saying it for a long time. Hopefully it'll be long released by this point. Yeah, I mean, it definitely won't be long released, but hopefully there's at least some sort of announcement. That would be nice. Alright. But anyway, let's get off the topic. I don't think anybody wants to hear me talk about... You don't need to know how far in advance I've recorded these videos. It's all a secret. I'm going to cut that part out. Just kidding, I'm not going to do that. Alright. Where the fuck am I meant to go right now? That's, oh, okay. It looped around over here. Okay. Ah, I see. Let's see. What's up in yonders? Up in Yonderville. Anything over here? South the trap? No, sir. And that just leads back to the entrance. Oh, there's, okay. There is still a very large area off on this area. Okay, that's cool. Good to know, good to know. That's where we came up. Right, okay, here we go. Now we're getting to the important stuff. Ooh, have I been over there? No, I guess I'll find that location later. Ooh, excuse me. I had Chipotle earlier. Boy, greater... Oh, I don't want that bone. Bones are not very helpful. Can't even sell them for a single gold coin. All I ask for is 1 gold coin. Please, can you bear a penny? Whatever the fuck those guys. What do they say? The beggars. Please, kind sir, can you spare a coin? Me, the multi-millionaire, saying, nah, fuck you. I'm too broke. I don't have enough money to spare. Oh my god. Hit the goddamn dude, me. Holy smokes. How am I so inaccurate? That was impressively inaccurate. Alright, throw that back up. I already checked that out. This just goes up. Up and around. Does this place have a second zone? Or is it really that much of an entry location? A bunch of tombs. There's gotta be, I was gonna say, there's gotta be another enemy over here. Oh shit. Hell nah. Get your bitch ass over here. Yeah. Take the fire. Hell yeah. Alright. Bam. Wow, that didn't fill my... That was a very tiny soul for that, huh? Okay, just a little loop over there. And we go up. And that leads us to over here, which is the quick exit. You can set that off, that's fine. Bam! Another chest. And this is the exit. Alright, well, a stupidly tiny place. I love that the quick exit, a lot of quick exits in this game, you know, they're not really quick exits, right? It's a quick exit for, like, that one side little area, but I still have to walk back through, like, half of the actual location. So it's like it's a quick exit, don't get me wrong, it's a quicker exit. It's just not the quickest exit, you know? Alright, well, that was Fort Naso. A place that we have known about for a very, very long time. And now we return to our humble abode to read yet another wonderful book. And I think I'm probably going to read one of the longer books today, since that was a very short location. Shall have a seat over by the fire, put ourselves in third person yet again, and set ourselves up. What are we gonna... Oh, Fire and Darkness. That was the one I wanted to read. That was the 15-pager. Well, it's gotta get read at some point. I mean, unless if I finish playing the game by the time I've finished reading all these books, which is very, very possible, if we're gonna be honest. Fire and Darkness. The Brotherhoods of Death. Interesting. This is gonna be like the Dark Brotherhood, I would imagine. I mean, every time you say the word Brotherhood in this game, one imagines it's the Dark Brotherhood. By Yinur Gorming. Brother, I still call you brother, for we share our bonds of blood, tested but unbroken by hatred. Even if I am murdered, which seems inevitable now, know that, brother. Oh, know that, brother. You and I are not innocents, so our benedictions of mutual enmity is not tragedy, but horror. This state of silent, shadowed war, of secret poisons and sleeping men strangled in their beds, of the sudden arrow and the artful dagger, has no end that I can see. No possibility for peace. I see the shadows in the room move through the flame of my candle is steady. Though the flame of my candle is steady, I know the signs that I... I'm gonna just keep reading like in my regular voice instead of this over-dramatic voice for the rest of it. That's I. This note... Oh, okay, well, it's also a different person writing it now. Okay, that makes sense. This note was found where it had fallen beneath the floorboards of an abandoned house in the Nordic village of Jolenheim. Where the fuck is that? That's not in Skyrim, I don't think. In the 358th year of the Second Era, it was said that a quiet cobbler lived in the house, whispered by some to be a member of the dread Morag Tong, the Assassin's Guild outlawed throughout Tamriel 34 years previously. The house itself was perfectly in order, as if the cobbler had simply vanished. I wonder what could happen an assassin visits his house now. Huh? There was a single drop of blood on the note. The Dark Brotherhood had paid a call. This note and others like it are rare. Both the Morag Tong and its hated child, the Dark Brotherhood, are scrupulous about leaving no evidence behind. Sometimes we leave some evidence, though, I'm not gonna lie. Their members know that to divulge secrets of their orders is a lethal infraction. This obviously makes the job of the historian seeking to trace their histories very difficult. The Morag Tong, according to most scholars, had been a facet of the culture of Morrowind almost since its beginning. After all, the history of Resdain, the ancient name of Morrowind, is rife with assassination, blood sacrifice, and religious zealotry. Hallmarks of the Order. It is commonly said that the Morag Tong then as now murdered for the glory of the Daedra Prince Mephala, but common assumptions are rarely completely accurate. It is my contention that the earliest form of the Tong, that just sounds kind of funny. The earliest form of the Tong additionally worshipped an even older and more malevolent deity than Mephala. As terrifying as that Prince of Oblivion is, they had and have revered for a far greater evil. Writs of assassins from the First Era offer rare glimpses into the Morag Tong's earliest philosophy. They are as matter-of-fact as current-day writs, but many contain snatches of poetry, which have perplexed our scholars for hundreds of years. Lisping, sibilant hisses, ether's sweet sway, rancid kiss of passing sin, and other strange, almost insane insertions into the writs were codes for the names of the person to be assassinated, his or her location, and the time at which death was to come. They were also direct references to the divine spirit called Sithis. I'm gonna be honest, those sound more like passcodes in order to get into the Dark Brotherhood sanctuaries. Like where they ask you, like, oh, what is the sound of death? And like the answer is silence, or something like that. Silence, my brother. It sounds a lot more like that. Lisping sibilant hisses, ether's sweet sway. Like, what the fuck does that mean? That sounds like an answer, you know? Evidence of the Morag Tong's expertise in assassination seems scarcely necessary. The few instances, Jesus Christ me. I can't read today. Holy smokes. Let me put my glasses on. Maybe this will help a little bit better. They're distance, but like, oh shit, these actually help for near sight as well. And they're not really meant to, but they're definitely doing it. Fuck. Alright. God, okay. Evidence of the Morag Tong's expertise in assassination seems scarcely necessary. The few instances of someone escaping a murder attempt by them are always remarkable and rare, proving that they were and are patient, capable murderers who use their tools well. A fragment of a letter found among the effects of a well-known armorer has been sealed in our vaults for some time. It was likely penned by an unknown Tong assassin ordering weapons for his order, and offers some illumination into what they looked for in their blades, as well the mention of Venora, sure, the island where the Tong sent its agents in retirement. They retire? They get to just live a happy retirement? We don't get to do that in the Dark Brotherhood, do we? I don't know. Am I one day just gonna retire as a member of the Dark Brotherhood? I'm not too sure about that. I congratulate you on your artistry and the balance and heft of your daggers. The knife blade is whisper thin, elegantly wrought, but impractical. It must have a bolder edge, for arteries, when cut, have a tendencies to self-seal, preventing adequate blood loss. Imagine just reading a note like this. This is pretty fucking dark and just weird. This is a very weird thing for somebody to be talking about, huh? I will be leaving Venora in 2 weeks' time to inspect your new tools, hoping they will be more satisfactory. The Morag Tong spread quietly throughout Tamriel in the early years of the Second Era, worshipping Mephala and Sithis with blood, as they had always done. When the Morag Tong assassinated the Emperor Riemann in the year 2920 of the First Era, and his successor, Potentate Versidei Shay, in the 324th year of the Second Era, the assassins so long in the shadows were suddenly thrust into the light. They had become brazen, drunk with murder, literally painting the words Morag Tong on the wall in the potentate's blood. Oof. The Morag Tong was instantly and unanimously outlawed in all corners of Tamriel, with the exception of its home province of Morrowind. They were cool with an assassin guild in the past? Are you shitting me? That's pretty fucked up, dude. What? How was that ever allowed? They're literally paid assassins. I'm confused. There, they continue to operate with the blessings of the houses, apparently cutting off all contact with their satellite brothers. They have the word satellite in here? Huh. I thought satellite... I would have thought that the word satellite was, like, created when satellites were. Oh, well, no, I guess not. I guess, yeah, the word satellite. I always just assumed satellite. The word satellite didn't exist until satellites were built, but I suppose it's a satellite dish. It's not just a satellite, you know? It's not like that's the brand. You learn something new every day. I mean, that may actually be wrong. I may have just pulled that out of my ass. With their satellite brothers to the west. There, they continued their quasi-legal existence, accepting black writs and murdering with impunity. Most scholars believe that the birth of the Dark Brotherhood, the secular murder-for-profit order of assassins, was a result of a religious schism in the Morag Tong. Given the secrecy of both cults, it is difficult to divide the exact nature of it, but... Weird. But certain logical assumptions can be made. In order to exist, the Morag Tong must have appealed to the highest power in Morrowind, which at that time, the Second Era, could only have been the tribunal of Almalexia, Sothasil, and Vivec. Mephala, whom the Tong worshipped with Sithis, was said to have been the anticipation of Vivec. Is it not logical to assume that in exchange for toleration of their continued existence, the Tong would have ceased their worship of Mephala in exchange for the worship of Vivec? The Morag Tong continues, as we know, to worship Sithis. The Dark Brotherhood is not considered a religious order by most, merely a secular organization offering murder for gold. I have seen, however, proof positive in the form of writs to the Brotherhood that Sithis is still revered above all. That is most certainly the case. Actually, probably the Night Mother might be. Well, I guess Sithis is probably actually more even worse than the Dark Brotherhood, than the Night Mother. So where, the reader asks, is the cause for the schism? Is that actually how you say that? I'm not too sure. How could a silent war have begun when both groups are so close? Both assassins' guilds, after all, worship Sithis, and yet a figure emerges from history who should give those with this assumption pause. Here it is. The Night Mother. Who the Night Mother is, where she came from, what her functions are, no one knows. Karlovac Townway, in his generally well-researched historical fiction 2920, the last year of the First Era, tries to make her the leader of the Morag Tong. Well, that's definitely not the case. But she is never historically associated with the Tong, only with the Dark Brotherhood. The Night Mother, my dear friend, is Mephala. The Dark Brotherhood of the West... What? No fucking shot in hell. You mean to tell me I was talking to Mephala just then? If anything, I mean, the Dark Brotherhood is more closely associated with fucking, oh my god, what's her name? With Nocturnal. At least in Skyrim. And also kind of in this game. Well, I suppose they stole from Nocturnal in this game. And in Skyrim, if you played it. Yeah, I suppose maybe Mephala and Nocturnal have some sort of beef that they play out through the Dark Brotherhood. Well, actually, that was the Thieves Guild, actually. Yeah, I don't know. Weird shit. Whatever. They may not call her by her name, but the Daedra of murder, sex, and secrets is their leader still. There's not a whole lot of sex going on in the Dark Brotherhood, though. A little disappointing. Whatever. And they did not, and still do not, to this day, forgive their brethren for casting her aside. The cobbler who met his end in the Second Era, who saw no end in the war between the Brotherhood and the Tong, was correct. In the shadows of the Empire, the Brothers of Death remain locked in combat, and they will likely remain that way forever. Fire and darkness. Interesting. Well, I didn't realize the Morag Tong, the Morag Tong are like not involved in this game in the slightest. They do exist. There was like that one bandit camp that just has some very peaceful and friendly homie Morag Tong dudes who are just completely chill, who are literally just doing like skooma trades or whatnot through the people of Shadenhall. I don't know, kind of weird. That's like the most that they're involved in this game. They're literally just skooma dealers, skooma smugglers. So but yeah, apparently those are our biggest rivals. I don't know. It's kind of interesting. Maybe that's all addressed a bit more in Morrowind. I mean, a lot of that stuff mentioned. Okay, yeah, that's kind of weird, lady. A lot of that stuff talked a lot about Morrowind, especially since Morag Tong are kind of focused in Morrowind. Yeah, so that's gonna do it for this video. So thank you guys for watching. In the next video, we shall be continuing the Knights of the Nine. Until then, I hope you have a very good day. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I hope to see you in the next video. Till then, goodbye. We're going back to the old outro. I switched it up for 1.5 episodes. I ain't doing that again. Thank you. Fuck you. Alright, goodbye.
Cause I don't wanna see the glow without you. Refuse to even leave my home without you. Or my brain's gonna explode without you. I don't even know how to cope without you. Cause I don't wanna see the glow without you. Refuse to even leave my home without you. Or my brain's gonna explode without you. I don't even know how to cope without you.